Equations of line. A line in three-dimensional space is determined when we are given with a point on the line and the direction of L. That means that we are given with the direction, or we are given with the vector actually. The direction of L means we are given with the vector, because vector has the magnitude and has direction as well. So in order to find out the equation of the line, we should be given with the two points. Number one, we should be given with the point which lies on the line L and the direction of L. And the direction of L is given by using a vector which is actually in the same direction of the line. In three dimensions, the direction of a line is conveniently described by a vector. So let V be a vector parallel to L. So in order to find out the equation of a line, let P, X, Y, Z be an arbitrary point in three-dimensional space on the line L. Let R0 and R be the position vectors of P0 and P, that is, they have representation OP0 and OP. That the distance of P0 from the fixed point O, which is actually the origin. Similarly, the distance of P from the fixed point O as you can see in the figure, that if we have a vector A with representation P not P, actually we are given with the line L and we have to find out the equation of the line. तो हमने इस लाइन के ऊपर क्या करना है कि हमारे पास क्या होना चाहिए, पॉइंट होना चाहिए और इस लाइन ही के पैरेलल एक वेक्टर होना चाहिए. अगर आप उसको चेक करो, एल लाइन है आपके पास जो इस फिगर में शो हो रही है और उसके पैरेलल वेक्टर हमने ले लिया वी वेक्टर, जो कि विच इज एक्चुअली इन द सेम डायरेक्शन ऑफ द लाइन एल. अब आपने क्या करना है, जो पॉइंट्स आपने लिए हैं, कोई आर्बिट्ररी पॉइंट्स ले लिए हैं, एक ले सकते हो, दो ले सकते हो, दो से ज़्यादा ले सकते हैं. हमारे पास ये पॉइंट्स आ गए. पहला पॉइंट हमारे पास है x0 y0 z0, दूसरा पॉइंट है x y z. अब इसके दरमियान में जो वेक्टर रिप्रेजेंट हो रहा है वो है a, राइट. और पॉइंट p0 को हमने रीजन से डिफाइन कर दिया, तो इट विल रिप्रेजेंट द वेक्टर r0. सिमिलरली OP represent the vector R, and the resultant of these two vectors gives the vector A. So, if A is a vector with representation P not P, then the triangular law for vector addition gives R vector is actually equal to R naught plus A vector. Or what you can say that R vector minus R naught vector is equal to the vector A. अब आपने जो अभी पिछले फिगर चेक की, उसके अंदर आपके पास क्या था, ए वेक्टर और वी वेक्टर का अगर आप नोट करें, ए वेक्टर जो है वो मैग्नीफाई हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है एज कंपेयर टू द वी वेक्टर, राइट. सो इसका मतलब है लेंथ ऑफ द वी वेक्टर इज लेस देन द लेंथ ऑफ द a vector. So we can write A equals to TV. Since A and V are parallel vectors, so there is a scale factor T such that the equation of the vector A can be written as T V vector, T of V vector, right? और इसी तरह अब वो T क्या हो सकता है, आपका पॉजिटिव नंबर भी हो सकता है, नेगेटिव नंबर भी हो सकता है. अब यहाँ पर उसकी कम डायरेक्शन है तो हम उसका जो नंबर लेंगे, यहाँ पे जो स्केल फैक्टर T की वैल्यू है वो कम होगी, फिर ही वो A के इक्वल लाना है. तो जाहिर है उसको किस चीज़ से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे कि वो V वेक्टर जो है वो उतना मैग्नीफाई हो कि वो इक्वल हो जाए A वेक्टर. लेट्स सपोज अगर A जो है आपका 4 है और V वेक्टर जो आपका 2 है, तो ऑब्वियसली आप उसको इक्वल करने के लिए 2 टाइम्स करेंगे, तो फिर ही A वेक्टर इक्वल्स टू T ऑफ V के इक्वल आएगा. We have already find out the equation of line, which is actually equal to r vector equals to r naught plus a vector. So now substituting the value of a vector, which is equal to t v vector, now we are left with the equation of the line in vector form, which is given by r vector equals to r naught plus tv. So in order to find out the equation of line in vector form, we must be given with the position vector r naught, and the value of v. This is a hyperlink for understanding that topic in a more easy or convenient way. Kindly check it out. Now the parametric equation for a line. The parametric equation of a line or a scalar equation of a line are given by x equals to x naught plus at, y equals to y naught plus bt, z equals to z naught plus ct, where t belongs to r. These are the following scalar equations of a line which are in parametric form. And two vectors are equal if the corresponding components are equal. If we have two vectors a and b, obviously if these two vectors are in three-dimensional space, then the vector a is defined by its components a1, a2, a3, and similarly the vector b is defined by its components b1, b2, and b3. So the vectors are said to be equal if and only if the corresponding components are equal. That means if a1 equals to b1, a2 equals to b2, a3 equals to b3, the corresponding components are equal. That means the whole vector a is equal to the vector b. The equations, the scalar equations of a line which we defined in the previous slide, x equals to x naught plus at, y equals to y naught plus bt, z equals to z naught plus ct, that equations are actually called the parametric equation of the line through the point p naught, x depending upon x naught, y naught, z naught, and parallel to the vector v, which have component a, b, c. Each value of the parameter t gives a point on the line. If you change the value of t, you will obtain another point on the line L. So we will do some examples regarding these topics in the next slide. Let's see. In this example, we have to find out a vector equation and a parametric equation for the line that passes through the point 5, 1, 3 and is parallel to the vector I plus 4j minus 2k. In the second part of this example, we have to find out the other points on the line. So in the first A part, we have to find out the vector equation. For the vector equation, we must be given by the point or the vector which should be in the direction or the parallel to the line L, right? So we are given with the vector and the point. And for the parametric equations, we have to substitute the value of these point and the vector parallel in order to find out the parametric equation. And for the other, in the second part, in the part B, in order to find out the other points on the line, we have to change the values of the scale factors. If we change the values of the scale factors, we will find out different points on the line L, as we have discussed in the previous slide. Okay, let's start with the A part, in which we have to find out the vector equation of L and the parametric equations. We are given with R naught, which is actually 5, 1, 3. So we are given with the point P, and R naught is given by OP naught. So by taking the difference of point P from the origin, we are left with 5i plus j plus 3k. So and we are given with the vector v, I plus 4j minus 2k. So the vector equation 1 becomes r vector, which is equal to r naught plus t v vector, or the a vector, right, in general form. So putting the values of r naught and v, we are left with 5 plus t I cap plus 1 plus 4t j cap plus bracket 3 minus 2t bracket close k cap. Okay, the equation of the line is given by r vector equals to 5 plus t iota I cap plus 1 plus 4t j cap plus 3 minus 2t k cap. If we compare the left hand side or the right hand side of that equation, r vector is actually written as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Now on taking their comparison, uh, on comparing on comparing left hand side and the right hand side, we are left with x equals to 5 plus t, y equals to 1 plus 4t, and z equals to 3 minus 2t, which actually gives you the parametric equations of the line L as shown in the figure. So these three equations representing the parametric equations of the line L. Now moving towards the part B of this example, in which we have to find out the other points on the line. So if we choose the different values of the parameter, then we are given with the different points on the line L. So choosing the parameter value t equals to 1, which gives that x equals to 6, right, as we are given with x equals to 5 plus t. So after putting the value of t, x becomes 6, y equals to 5, and z equals to 1. So the new point will be 6, 5, 1, which is a point must be on the line L. Similarly, if we put or choose the value of t equals to minus 1, it gives the point 4, minus 3, 5. You can choose any value of t as t belongs to R, or it can be any real number. You can choose t equals to 0. You can choose t equals to 1 by 2. It's all depending upon you. Whatever the value you can choose from the real number, it will give you the new point, which must lie on the point L. Equations of lines, the vector equation and the parametric equations of a lines are not unique. Why they are not unique? Because if we change the point or the parameter or choose a different parallel vector, then the equations change. As you can see in the previous example, that if you can change the parameter, or if you select different values of the parameter, you will obtain different points. Obviously, the different points on the lines will give you the different parametric equations. So the equation of the line in vector form or the parametric equation does not remain same. Therefore, the equation of these lines are not unique. For instance, if instead of 513 point, if we choose the point 651 in example number 1, the parametric equation of the line becomes x equals to 6 plus t, y equals to 5 plus 4t, and z equals to 1 plus 2t. In the previous slides, we have changed the value of the point on the line, but in alternatively, if we stay with the point, if the point remains same, but but we choose the parallel vector 2i plus 8j minus 4k, then the parametric equations become x equals to 5 plus 2t, y equals to 1 plus 8t, z equals to 3 minus 4t. In both cases, if we change the point or if we have a vector, parallel vector to the line L will be changed, then then the nature of the parametric equation is changed. As you can see that you are left with x equals to 5t, y equals to 1 plus 8t, and z equals to 3 minus 4t. We have another example in which we have to find the parametric representation for a line passing through the 2 points. In the previous example, we have to find out the parametric equations which is passing through the single point, and a vector parallel to the line is also given in that example. But in this example, we are given with only the 2 points. So suppose that the point 1, 5 and the point minus 2, 3 be the first and the second point respectively. As you have observed that these points are in two-dimensional space, so the parametric representation for the line passing through these 2 points is given by x equals to x1 plus r, x2 minus x1. Similarly, y equals to y1 plus r, y2 minus y1. So substituting the values of x1, x2, y1, y2, we are left with x equals to 1 minus 3r and y equals to 5 minus 2r, which are representing the parametric equations for the line L. Direction numbers. In general, if a vector v equals to or depending upon the components a, b, c is used to describe the direction of a line L, then the numbers a, b, c are called the direction numbers of L. Since any vector parallel to v could also be used, we see that any three numbers proportional to a, b, c could also be used as a set of direction numbers for L. यानी कि जो आपने अभी पिछली एग्जांपल में इक्वेशन ऑफ ए वेक्टर फाइंड आउट करने के लिए वेक्टर इक्वेशन जो हमने लाइन की फाइंड आउट की थी, तो उसके लिए हमें पॉइंट रिक्वायर्ड था और डायरेक्शन ऑफ एल, जिसके लिए हमें वेक्टर उसकी पैरेलल डायरेक्शन में रिक्वायर्ड होता है. तो जो वेक्टर पैरेलल वेक्टर है इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ एल, उसके जो कंपोनेंट्स हैं दैट आर एक्चुअली कॉल्ड द डायरेक्शन नंबर्स ऑफ एल and are abbreviated with ABC in general form. Another way of describing a line L is to eliminate the parametric t from the equations 2. As none of A, B or C is equal to 0, we can solve each of these equations for t. After eliminating t from x equal to x naught plus at, we are left with t equals to x minus x naught over a. Similarly, from the other equation, we are left with t equals to y minus y naught over b and t equals to z minus z naught over c. These three equations, the left hand side of these three equations are equal to t. So equating the result, we are left with x minus x naught over a, which is equal to y minus y naught over b and z minus z naught over c. These equations are representing and are known as symmetric equations of L, and in these equations A, B, C are not equal to 0.